I wanted to do was some kind of a discussion, I guess, for all three waves of how well the prime armor they were given and the weapons reflect the power that the Prime Master themselves are supposed to represent. So unfortunately I don't have the card for wave 3 ones, but I do have SOOOO who has all three listed. So it says Micronus is supposed to provide the power of power swap. Personally, I don't really, when I think power swap, I don't really think of red and blue, but we have two miniguns here, so theoretically one could be a healing laser, one could be a damaging laser. They're little Gatling miniguns. So you can argue it. Plus, the red and blue have always been kind of balanced. They always kind of balanced each other. For Vector Prime, he is a time traveler. If you are familiar at all with Doctor Who, blue, especially dark blue, has always been kind of synonymous with time travel. And I think the big canon, while not really synonymous with time travel, at least looks, maybe like it could be like a time cannon. So like it stops time, or if you're hit with it, it reverses time. Kind of like Hot Rod in The Last Night. So I'm willing to forgive that. Legion Maximo is like this demon-y looking thing with a claw. Legion Maximo is supposed to be a trickster. My guess is, I guess demons, or like the devil is a trickster, or maybe he can stealth and then get you from behind. I don't know. It's weird. Landmine with Alpha Trion, Alchemist Prime, and Submarauder. I don't know how well the shark theme goes with alchemy as a mystical scientist. However, I would say that because it's purple, you could argue that maybe the trident is magical, or maybe it has some kind of magical properties to it, like it's made of a mystical enhanced metal. I'm willing to imagine that. As for landmine, I don't really think of yellow being synonymous with knowledge or infinite knowledge, it says. However, the fact that this cannon is undecorated compared to this one definitely makes it seem more antique. It's also kind of a stone gray, so it has kind of a more ancient feel. So I'll give that one a pass as well. Alright, last but not least, we have Bludgeon, who has Quintus Prime, the Cedar of Life. I don't really see how a samurai could be a Cedar of Life. However, I'm assuming since a samurai could theoretically protect those who are weaker, the samurai could help protect people while life begins to grow and while it sows its seeds. Megatronus is a dark warrior, and a gargoyle with claws definitely has the dark warrior idea, though I still think it would have been better if Megatronus had his cannon. Last but not least, we have Solus Prime with Octo Punch. Solus Prime, of course, being the weapons forger. Considering that they're turning kind of like a harpoon gun and tentacles into a weapon, you definitely would have to be good at making weapons to make that make sense. Solus Prime, I don't know. Obviously they're going with the weapons synonymous with the prime armor. I would say that this one might be kind of a stretch, but it does combine two kind of unusual items together into a usable weapon. So I guess that could kind of work as well.